Wide, Wilson back to the point. Ellis loads up, shoots, they score. That was deflected in and waved off now by Garrett Rank, the referee down low. The Preds in the middle of a celebration. Somebody's raining on their parade.
Goaltender interference, I'm assuming. I didn't get a good look at what was going on in front of the net. It was a shot from the point. Ryan Ellis lets it go. Let's see what happens. There was the contact with Andrei Vasilevsky. I'm assuming, I'm kind of guessing there, everything kind of happened really quickly, and then one of the referees was just waving his arm saying it didn't count. Garrett Rank, I guess, was the one that signaled no goal. Let's see what he says here.
The call on the ice is no goal. There was incidental contact with the goaltender.
That's what it was, that contact coming out of the corner. Victor Arvidsson tweaked up Andrei Vasilevsky just a tad, and Peter Laviolette wants a word.
Yeah, he's going to talk with one of the linesmen, Steve Barton, about that. And of course, as we've seen, the teams with monitors on the benches, they can look at replays.
Well, the goaltender is allowed to stand his ground inside the blue paint. There's some contact right there as Vasilevsky's just getting set up, and the puck is already on its way. I don't know if that got deflected. Did that go off of Garrison at the same time too? But nonetheless, what the ruling is that Vasilevsky was unable to get set up and make the save there. So
I think that puck went off a player out deeper in the slot before it got to the net front. Looks like we're going to have a challenge.
Nashville is challenging the decision on the ice whether there was goalie interference.
Here's a look from farther out that gets through people. Yep, no, it didn't hit Garrison. I wondered about it. So obviously Peter Laviolette got a look at the scoreboard overhead, looked at it, and didn't think that the contact was enough to cause Vasilevsky any issue. There is contact. It's on the blocker side for Vasilevsky on his stick and his glove. Unable to get set up.
So you can challenge if you think there was goaltender interference and it wasn't called. You can also challenge to try to reverse whether you think the call of goaltender interference was not correct. And that's what
you don't see this one very often.
Yes. That's what he's challenging here. And John Cooper talking things over on the bench.
See, they have a screen down there. Both teams do. Teams have a screen of their own down on the floor level. So
that's
they can
Brian
look at
Garlock, one of the video coaches who was just consulting there with Coop on the Lightning bench. And Brian coming out from the Lightning locker room where he and Nigel Kerwin are in kind of master control back there with all the monitors and everything you need to rewind things, take close looks, and everything that you need from a technical standpoint.
There's initial contact, as we showed you. You can see it. You can see it on the stick side, on the blocker side, and strictly a judgment call from the referee. Was he able to get set up and make the save?
Now Rank and Pollock look it over and discuss this call as the Predators think they have scored to make it 4-1. The Lightning feel that off that call the score should remain 3-1.
There's Arvidsson coming in behind Garrison, and he's in the paint area, and that's part of it. That's Andrei Vasilevsky's area. I think the puck is already, we were watching super slow-mo. The puck is already on its way there, so I think there's a good case here for goaltender interference.
Yeah, it's tough with a super slow-mo. You think, well, he's got plenty of time to readjust and set himself. But at regular speed, at game speed, does he or does he not have a chance to readjust and position himself?
After reviewing the play, there was no goaltender interference. It's a goal.
Well, you've got to have clear and conclusive video evidence. And you can see that slowing it down may be one way to look at it, but you got to look at it at game speed to see whether he can recoil from that contact and get reset again.
Exactly. That's where all the judgment was. There was a little bit. I think they might be challenging offside here. I think the Lightning are coming back and saying this is offside on the attack.
Tampa Bay is using their coach's challenge for offside prior to the goal.
Well, we'll see your challenge and raise you one. I'm sure that was part of the discussion with Brian Garlock coming out to the bench.
So it's the entry into the zone, which seems a long time ago now. There's the puck is airborne. Oh, this is going to be a tough one because the puck is airborne.
Well, keep in mind there are cameras positioned on the top of the glass that we won't have privy to the view from there until after the call has been made or the determination from this challenge. And then we'll get a look at it to see what the officials are looking at. There's one of the cameras.
They're really going to need that one because Calle Yarncroc was the forward trying to time the play. It was hard to tell because the camera was behind it. It's hard to tell where the puck was and where he was.
Well, every official on the ice is involved in a challenge in one way or the other. The referees were on that disputed goaltender interference. Now it's the linesmen on the offside call who are studying the video. Steve Barton and Steve Miller. Miller number 89.
We won't get access to some of those looks that the NHL use until after the call has been made. So we'll have to wait here a little bit. The one we showed you is the camera following the play, and that one doesn't give you a good enough look at what the timing is because the puck is airborne. It's really hard to see.
Miller relaying his determination here to Garrett Rank, and here we go.
After reviewing the play, it is inconclusive. The call on the ice stands. We have a goal. Tampa loses their timeout.
Well, they couldn't get an angle that, or if they did, it still was inconclusive. But my guess is that they couldn't get a close enough look with the puck in the air, Rick. That makes it even more difficult. We've seen enough difficult calls when the puck is on the ice. Never mind when it's probably, that was 6 feet in the air.